My name is Joshua Burney, aka Joshua B, the public speaking rapper with an English degree.
And I'm Octavia B, your public speaking poet with a science degree.
Well, listen, you guys know what time it is. It's for our Planet Rock news segment here at the show, because say it with me, what you don't know can't hurt you.
So I have some Venezuela news.
Shout out to Venezuela.
Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has fired Health Minister Antoinetta Carapolo days after the government's first release of health data after 2 years showing soaring infant and maternal mortality rates. Vice President Tariq Assami announced Thursday night on his Twitter account, actually. The firing came after the health ministry recently released new data showing infant and maternal deaths and cases of malaria are skyrocketing in the country. Also, there's been more than 240,000 increase in deaths, malaria, and different health disorders after this person was in office. So they fired her due to that. Also, last year there was 11,466 infant deaths, which was a 30% increase. So they're also going through some food shortages.
Yeah, they're going through down there in Venezuela.
A lot of poverty. So definitely pray for their country. Pray for whoever will be coming in office after this lady, being that she was fired. And just pray against, all these diseases that they have going on. Malaria, maternal deaths, pregnancies related to death, a lot of things going on. So definitely keep them in your prayers.
In addition to that, their economic structure right now is in a very tough situation based off of a lot of their company income. Well, the country's income was based off of the export of oil. And once the oil prices per barrel changed, it affected their economy, and now their export revenue is non-existent, and so that's actually what caused a lot of the economic problems that Brazil is having, and in that South America region. So we definitely want to we pray for the leaders. Like I said, the Bible says pray for the leaders, because we have to hope that they do the right moves. So thank you for sharing that story with us, especially for the kids. Okay, that is a big problem.
You have kids dying. You have people that are pregnancy is supposed to be a happy time, and they go to the hospital and then they pass away. That's not something that you would expect when you're trying to give birth. So after this person was in office, they had a lot of things. She's only been in office since for 2 years, so it hasn't been like a very long time. So, yeah.
Well, results are what matters at the end of the day. That's all that matters. But we definitely want to touch on these quick comments 1 second. Mr. Burney the best. Shout out to Burns. With some of our VA viewers, we appreciate you tuning in, man. Shout out to you, Burns. Matter of fact, I needed to hit you up because I want to follow up how everything went throughout the week. So shout out to Burns, great friend, great brother of mine. And Miss Kia James, listen, thank you. Thank you for the support, and we appreciate you tuning in and even commenting on that. So we appreciate it. So thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. Now I want to get to this local story, because yes, we did hear some negatives pertaining to health just now through our international story, but we have a positive through health for our local story here in Greenville, North Carolina, and that's actually very, very exciting news. Let me get the right paper. All right, so Miss Pam Black, and this is reported by WNCT, but this is Miss Pam Black was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer.
Wow.
In 2014. Truthfully, I still don't really understand cancer. Now, I do understand that the cells do stay in one place and they build up over time, right? Right. So there's a lot of that stuff that I still don't get. I don't understand cancer, but it's a very big deal. Actually, within the article, they shared some great information saying how they were showing how CT scans help report the lung cancer, right? Help find the lung cancer. And that very interesting statistics showed that for the eastern region of North Carolina, not the eastern region, but the national average is 1 lung cancer for every 320 CT scans. Okay, so for every 320 CT scans in America, there's 1 person that's found to have lung cancer. Well, at Vidant, the average is 1 lung cancer to every 26 scans. That is freaking ridiculous.
Wow.
That is ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
So your health is very important, but moving even further within the story, Miss Pam Black was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer, and she was healthy, but she noticed that she was having mental and physical problems because she couldn't write her name.
Wow.
So she went to the doctor, they did a CT scan, they found out she had stage 4 cancer. They gave her, I want to say, 6 weeks to live.
What?
They gave her 6 weeks to live. And what they were able to do through some new technology that they have at Vidant is that they're actually better able to map how to get to the tumor without hitting anything else that's dangerous and remove the tumor. And so after several years of treatment, which was, I guess, 2 years of treatment, she is actually cancer-free now.
Woo!
Yeah, so Miss Black, congratulations for that, because I can't imagine what that's like to be told you're going to die in 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Or we all know we're going to die, but to be like you got 6 weeks.
Right. That's,
come on. So
go ahead.
It's just amazing, and we definitely want to. This is where that instance is where technology, when it's not weird, is a good thing, and the strides they make with technology and the benefits it brings to people. So we want to congratulate Miss Black for living, and most importantly, we want to thank the Eastern North Carolina, Greenville, continually putting in the necessary work to take care of its community. So I want to let that be known.
Yes, that's awesome. I remember when my grandpa, he actually passed away from lung cancer, but he had it for, I want to say, a year or two before he actually passed away. And they said he didn't have that much. They said he only had like a few months. And he kept it from us for a long time, and we noticed like he was losing weight and different things. And he was one of those people that didn't want to go to the doctor. So we finally got him to the doctor. My dad and my aunt finally got him to the doctor, and he had cancer. And he lived way longer than the doctor stated he was going to live. So, and also for those smokers out there, know what the risks are when you're a smoker. Because my grandpa was a smoker, and he quit like a year before he found out he had cancer, which is crazy. But just wanted to throw that little nugget. Know your health risks.
You're right. Know your health. Know your body. Now, moving forward. Now, of course, one of our ways of being informed is as business owners, right? And we have been really implementing this business tip for the last couple of weeks now, and we want to continue that new tradition. Because it is news, it's nice to be informed. And so I wanted to give the business tip for today, because on Thursday it was a marketing tip. And today is just about the head knowledge of business. So one of the things, of course, you hear about is income sheets and balance sheets, right? Profit and loss sheets, balance sheets. Right. All right. And on those sheets, of course, it reports all of your income and expenses for your business, tracks where all your money is going. And a lot of times you hear people talk about assets, right? Many cases we hear, is a person an asset to you? Like, are they an asset? Have you heard that before? Yeah. So I've heard that before. We have to ask, what the heck is an asset, right? So I want to define that for all the new business people, aspiring business owners, and new business owners. Knowing the right language opens the right doors. So we have to ask, what is an asset? All right. So an asset is a resource with economic value to the individual corporation that controls or owns with the expectation for future benefit. So I buy this pen is an asset to me because in the future it's going to bring me some type of economic value, which would be like $5, right? That would be the thing. So you, as a business owner, or even as an individual, your house is an asset. Your car technically cannot be an asset based off of the fact that it loses value over time. But your house is an asset because it grows value over time. When you make adjustments, when you make remodel, when you add things to your house, it increases the value of the home. So that's an asset. And so again, it can be anything that can in the future generate cash flow, reduce expenses, improve sales, and regardless if it is manufacturing equipment, a patent, or particular technology. Now, under an asset, you have several different types of assets. So you have something called a current asset, which are short-term economic resources expected to be converted to cash in 1 year, right? So let's say, again, I have this pen. In 1 year, I can sell this pen for cash. Right, that's an asset to me. Then you have a fixed asset. So this is a long-term resource, such again like buildings, your house. So over an extended period of time, this will be able to bring you income and value into your business or home. And then you have financial assets, represents the investments in the assets and securities. So this may be simple as a stock. Right, so a stock says that you own a part of a company. That is an asset to you. And then you have intangible assets. These are things such as copyrights, trademarks. So if you own a business, if your logo is copyrighted, it's an intangible asset because that is going to bring you more either sales, is going to bring you more brand marketing. It's going to bring some benefit to the company in the long run. So again, you have an asset, and an asset is something that is going to bring you future economic positivity. It's going to bring. It has an expectation to bring future financial benefit towards you or your company. So let that be known. So you want to have an asset. So when people say, "Hey, you should have are your friends' assets," they're saying, is that person bringing value to your life in the long run?
I'm sorry, I could think about was that girl from the graduation. She was not an asset.
She wasn't an asset. So we talked about this not too long ago, but we went to a graduation in Greenville.
Last Friday.
And was it last Friday? That was last Friday. And this is who the doctors getting their caps and gowns, right? And of course, they're saying the people's name as they come up. And this one girl comes up there and everyone's cheering for her. Hey! And then it gets quiet. And then her friend says, "And that's my bid." It's like, and all the air went out the room. So we learned that was the defining moment in their friendship. Because you're talking about
you're a doctor.
Your friend is a doctor now.
And that's what you yelled to her. Oh my God.
In public, in front of all her teachers, staff, and colleagues. So one, it revealed what they talk like when they're not in public.
Oh my gosh. I turned around, I was like, did she really say that?
Yeah, everybody
I thought I was hearing things. I'm like, she didn't really just say that. She didn't say that.
Everybody said that. Everyone. No, did she really just say that?
Did she really just say that?
There's a time and a place. So we just laughed at saying that friend was not an asset to that young lady who put in years of hard work to become a doctor. That's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. But listen, it's 10:28. We just